If you could have a number of guests around your ultimate dinner table, living or dead.
Well, one would have to be Darwin. Maybe Jesus. Find out what really happened. I'm hostile to religion because it teaches people to be satisfied with non-explanations or poor explanations or outdated explanations for things. And that's been one of my motivations all my career, really. As a scientist, I care passionately about the wonderful opportunity that we all have to really understand the world, the universe, life, humanity, where we come from, what it all means. At least part of what religion has always been about is providing answers to those questions. Science provides what I believe to be a closer approximation to the correct answers. And so science is our best shot at understanding things. I adopt a distinction which the philosopher Daniel Dennett proposed between what he calls skyhooks and cranes. A crane is an explanation that really does explanatory work. And natural selection, Darwinian natural selection, is the big crane. That's the one that really does explain the complexity of life. A skyhook is a non-explanation. It's something a great hand reaches out of the sky. Anybody who tries to explain something by saying, oh, well, it's due to a spirit, or it's due to a magic spell, that's a skyhook. There are people who think that to postulate something complex is a real explanation. You're left asking, well, where does the skyhook come from? Where does the magic come from? Who controls the magic? Natural selection, Darwinian natural selection, is not only a very, very powerful crane, it also is very good at raising consciousness about the power of cranes generally. If you're a biologist like me who spent a lifetime studying Darwinian natural selection, you're never again happy about any kind of skyhook. Nobody nowadays actually defends many of the moral injunctions that you'll find in either the Bible or the Quran. I mean, they're horrible, many of them, disgusting. And when you challenge religious people, they say, well, of course we don't make that anymore. We don't stone people to death, and you're allowed to break the Sabbath if you want to, and all that sort of thing. But having admitted that, they've then admitted that actually they're getting their morality from somewhere other than religion. They're getting it from a moral consensus which is secular, which develops through time, through changes in public mores, what I've called in The God Delusion the changing moral zeitgeist, the shift from accepting slavery as the norm to slavery as something deeply wicked. We've all of us moved on in that way, religious and non-religious. It's nothing to do with religion, insofar as you can find verses in the Bible which conform to this moral zeitgeist, then you pick and choose those ones and throw out the nasty ones, like stone people to death when they break the Sabbath. I do feel very strongly about the labelling of children as Christian child or Muslim child or whatever it is. What I'm about is consciousness raising, in the same sense as the feminists mean it. Feminists raised our consciousness about our sex-biased use of language. That's all I'm trying to do. When people hear a phrase like Catholic child or Protestant child, they should know that they've said something contentious. How can there be a child of 2, for example, or 4, who is Catholic in the sense that she believes in the transubstantiation or assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary or something of that sort? Of course they don't. You would never dream of slapping a label on a child because its parents had a certain opinion in philosophy or economics or politics. You would never dream of talking about a Marxist child or a postmodernist child. Why is religion the one exception? Raise your consciousness to that curious anomaly. That's all I'm saying.